So something really weird has been happening with my hair routine lately. While I want to call it like laziness, I kind of want to say that it's just simplicity. And I feel like I'm striving more for simplicity as I've become more and more acquainted with my natural hair over the years. I've noticed that I have had a hunger for simplicity. And I think most women do, no matter what hair type you are, no matter what kind of hair you have, kind of strive for some sort of like level ground with their hair or makeup or beauty and just want simplicity. I told you guys in the other video where I talked more about Bath and Body, in that video, I told you guys that lately I have been kind of skipping out on leaving things in my hair. Now, right now my hair is straight, but for the most part lately, the last couple of months, I've honestly just been wearing my hair in two braids. You guys know I like to wash my hair in the shower, put a hair mask in it, let it sit in, rinse that hair mask out, and then just detangle and then put it back in braids. And then that is basically what I was doing like every 3 days to my hair. And it was just very simple. And the other night when I did straighten my hair, honestly, it was just on a whim. I was on the phone with a friend and I was kind of just sitting at my vanity and I was like, I wonder if I can just straighten my hair from, it air drying in two braids. And I mean, of course I knew I could, but I had never tried it and I didn't know what the quality of me straightening my hair from two air dried braids with no product in it was going to be. And to my surprise, it actually came out as one of my best styles yet, like me styling my hair. And it had no leave-in in it. Because again, I had washed my hair with my L'Oreal Elvive. I had conditioned it with the Pheno mask that I showed you guys in the other video. I went into more detail about that mask and everything I like about it. But I had pretty much just kept it simple. I rinsed out that hair mask and I just braided my hair up and it air dried. My hair was air dried. It was stretched out. I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and straighten it. And honestly, it was like the best thing. Styling hair, period, no matter if it's natural, if it's straight, or whatever kind of hair it is a whole thing. You have to wash it and then you condition it. And then on top of conditioning it, now you're also going in and adding treatments to it and the hair mask, and you let that sit in and then you rinse that out and then you blow dry it. Now, you guys know that it's not too often that when I actually do straighten my hair, I don't do like blow drying and straightening all in one day. Not usually, because it's a bit much. I have, but that's when I have like a lot of energy and I'm like super well rested. Any other just like regular old time, I'm literally just blow drying my hair either like that evening or that night, and then that next morning when I wake up, then I will go in and go ahead and straighten it. So this was a lot easier. I think I like this a lot better because number one, I just washed it and conditioned it and placed it in the two braids. It stretched my hair, it air dried, and then I went ahead and took my Kenra anti-humidity spray and I kind of just brushed that through both sides of like where I had, obviously I had two braids, so I brushed that through both sides of my hair, and then I just went ahead and straightened my hair. And I will say it is the best way I've ever straightened my hair because I felt like I actually was able to get more to my roots. Sometimes I feel like when we blow dry our hair, and I'm sure like a lot of people can relate to this, and especially like low porosity girls, right? So getting water into our hair is really, really hard. But the good thing is that when water actually does get into low porosity hair, it doesn't let it go. So drying low porosity hair can also be a task, especially with a blow dryer. And so I find too, though, I think it is, for me personally, I think it is best to air dry. And I'm not just talking on manipulation, physical manipulation of your hair wise. I mean, obviously, it's a lower manipulation to air dry, but I think it is best to air dry hair, especially before styling it or heat styling, because I think it kind of helps it to hold on to one, more moisture. We have to realize, like, when we take a heat source, right, to dry our hair faster, it is sucking moisture from the hair. And then now on top of that, we're going to go in and we're going to straighten our hair, and it's going to suck more moisture from the hair. So when your hair actually air dries, I think, in my own theory, that the hair is able to accept and take the moisture that it needs and gets rid of the rest. So that when we do go into heat style, our hair is very well moisturized and it's kind of held on to the moisture that it needed and that it wanted. Um, I just, I don't know. I just do notice a difference in how my hair felt and is holding up since air drying instead of blow drying. Now, that's not to say that obviously blow dryers are not needed, throw them all away. That's not to say that, because I mean, obviously we do need blow dryers. Obviously there's times where we do have to wash our hair, but we need it dry quick. We need it dry quick, and we need to, be able to style or do whatever quickly. So obviously that is a thing, but what I am also saying too at the same time is what can also be true, right? Two things can be true at once, is that air drying the hair allows it to obviously have a rest from more manipulation from blow drying, but also allows it to naturally hold on to the moisture it needs. And because blow drying, the hair doesn't have control over how much moisture it loses. And when we think about like our body and like severe heat, right, during the summer, we talk about, being careful about not becoming dehydrated or, you know, heat fever in the summer, getting sick and stuff like that. It's the same thing with our hair, because heat distracts moisture. It distracts moisture from the body, and if we use it on our hair, it's going to distract moisture from our hair. My hair doesn't feel as dry as it normally would, and I don't know. Like I said, I didn't use a leave-in. I just used this spray, and I just really, really love it. My roots feel different. I really, really like that. I feel like I wasn't like fighting against my hair, sort of speak, because sometimes when you have, a different texture hair and you straighten your hair, you really have to be careful with your roots and that everything is uniform, because you don't want like puffy, kinky roots that aren't straightened, because those will be like a different texture. So when you go to kind of detangle, you're like fighting against, it's a whole thing. I just feel like it was so easier to straighten my hair coming from two air dried braids rather than it would be when I blow dry it. And I'm not 100%, I haven't like really sat down and gave it 100% of my thought as to why that is. If you guys have any if you have any ideologies or any like theories as to why you think that maybe that is, like, please leave them below. I really want to hear them. So yeah, I just felt like it was just a whole overall better experience with my hair. This winter and stuff like that, you really want to be careful. You want to keep your hair protected. When I am not on here, my hair is usually up in a bun, or it's in a clip like this, or my other 100 clips. I really like this one. I think I got this from H&M. It's like a metal silver clip, but I'll just like wrap my hair up and like pin it to my head and clip it, or I will bun it and still secure it with a clip like this or another clip that I have. Either way, it is just like secured and like protected from the winter air and the dry heat of the house. You guys know I live on the East Coast, so it's getting colder and colder as the days go by. I mean, tonight is literally like 32 degrees. Next day is probably gonna be like 20 something degrees, and it's the winter is just like gonna be a very cold one here. So yeah, we do have to protect our hair. We do have to give it that extra TLC, and I do like the versatility of like straightening my hair sometimes, but also like keeping it natural. I do try to keep it natural most of the time, or in its natural state, but I do like to sometimes just switch it up, and I just decided to on a whim the other night. So I love to keep a good mask in my shower. You guys know I love Fino, and you guys know I also love my L'Oreal LV Power Restore. I also love Eva NYC. All of these are in my shower, as well as my Pantene Pro V mask. All of these are in my shower at my disposal. Whenever I wash my hair, I make sure to let the steam do its job in the shower and really let my hair soak that in, and then give it a good rinse, and then go ahead and style it into braids or however I see fit. I just think that I'm like, as I'm saying, it's like as I keep going, my hair routine is getting more and more simple. I realize that honestly, leave-ins aren't necessary. Now, I say that with caution because if your hair is chemically processed, okay, if you're chemically putting something damaging on your hair like bleach or relaxer or anything else for that matter that is changing the structure of your hair, or breaking down the, what I mean, the hair bonds, breaking it down, anything you're using like that, you absolutely need to use as much moisture and obviously balance it out with protein as much as possible. That's going to be very important for you. But if you are not putting any major chemicals in your hair, you guys know all I pretty much do is dye my hair jet black. I'm not lightening it, I'm simply just making it darker. And that's about it. That's about as far as it goes. And I make sure I obviously still moisturize my hair. I have natural hair, so it needs moisture naturally anyways. But I don't think I need to use leave-ins, honestly. I love my conditioners, but I think like the only time from now moving forward that I really need to leave a conditioner in my hair, or you guys know I use my conditioners as my leave-ins, is if my hair just needs like a major moisture boost, which happens. Your hair can get really dry, and let's say we put a mask in or a really good moisturizing conditioner and just let it sit in for a few, hours until your next wash or whatever, then like fine. But like, I don't think I need to take that extra step anymore. It's something that I learned during COVID, even before my hair got this length. I just stopped using it because I was lazy. One, I didn't want to go to the store and get more. It was a whole thing, and you have to wrap yourself in saran wrap and protect yourself against the virus. So I kind of just, really sparingly use my shampoo and conditioner, and I wouldn't leave it in, and I would rinse it out, and I would put my hair in two braids, and I kept doing that, and my hair kept growing longer anyways, and there was no difference, and my hair was still just as moisturized, if not more moisturized, if not more shiny after that. So it really kind of changed my mentality on the hair products I really need and what I don't. But anyways, I will be making more videos. We'll talk more about this in another video. Let me know your ideals. Let me know if you have any theories. Let me know if you have things that you have done or stopped doing that was supposed to be so bad, or that you needed it so much, but you noticed a change in your hair for the better and never looked back. So leave those down in the comment. I can't read them. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.